It's Chris here again from Artistic Artifacts, and we're going to talk about seasonal fabric today, but we have a couple things going on. As always, Judy is up in Harrisburg at Art and Soul, and she was the vendor up there for the last couple days. I think today's her last day, and then Seth After will be the vendor. He's been teaching the last few days. So they're switching roles and she'll be back. It is July. It's actually July 12th. And it's Bundles of Joy month for Bernina. So we've got some really great deals from Bernina. And over the coming weeks on our Facebook Lives, you'll see some of the features from Bernina University. I believe Barbara's doing the hoop frame next week. And we've got some events coming up to some of the new products and whatever, but they've also got some great bundles. And look on our website under Bernina Promotions, and you'll see all of the promotions we have. And then coming up, we have a charity sew next week on Saturday where we will be making pillowcases for Ryan's Case for Smiles. We have the supplies. We've got the machines. Come in, sew, try out our Berninas, and make a pillowcase to donate. If you have a couple friends and you want to bring your own machine, we'll have space in the back that you can also do the sewing, and you can take some kits home with you if that's an easier way to do it. So we've already had some donations from some of our local quilters, so we'll have a lot to give this group. And then the following weekend, the 24th, Thursday the 24th, is our handcrafted batik presentation. It is a trunk show with the batik artists who are teaching on Saturday and Sunday. So they have some exquisite batiks from Indonesia that they've done. They talk about the history of batik. They're fascinating individuals, and it's an opportunity to also buy some of their products that they bring with them. The economy in Indonesia right now is suffering, as many of the third world countries are. And so our buying their products will help them cover their expenses. And lots of new things. There's something coming up all the time, so get the newsletter. We've got all of that stuff in the newsletter, workshops, events, specials, sales, everything. Sharon covers it all. So let's get on to holiday fabric. So first we're going to do Halloween. We have some really fun bundles. Our yardage is going extremely fast. So a lot of what we have are bundles for you to purchase. This one was my favorite because, you know, I'm into cats. And this was actually a panel. It's this panel. So there are 12 little squares. You could use it as a whole panel and do some fancy quilting in the back. I chose to actually cut it up and just use wonky squares. I just kept adding fabrics. I stripped the fabric, and I used a panel and a bundle. And so we have the bundles, the half-yard bundle with the fabrics and the panel, and that's available. And with the half yard, I was like, do I really need a half yard? I have enough. I still have 3 animals and enough fabric that I'll probably have a rice bag or some trick-or-treat bags or something like that. So that fabric never goes to waste, even if it seems like more than what you need for a wall hanging. And then I actually brought this bundle out and this yardage out because this is by the same artist. It's Pammy Jean, and this is kitty litter. And literally it's little cat faces and hearts, and she's got some really fun bright new colors, and we've got some bundles of her original ones. that make for nice quilts. So that's Boo. I think this is the Costume Parade. And then we have this one that's already gone home with me. And this is, you got it, Cindy?
Yes, I do.
Okay. This is Fabulous, Boo-less. And the panels, we have one left. The other ones that we have, I believe we have 5 or 6 bundles. So it actually has a really nice assortment of fabric. This one's Potions. I love these pink ghosts. And this is just a nice blender. Of course, spider webs. Spiders and spider webs with the ghost. And this pumpkins is just gorgeous. That's actually this side of the panel. So again, for me, when I look at it, I mean, it's a perfect panel just to use as a panel and do some borders around it, make a nice lap size quilt or a wall hanging. I've actually already started to say, which components do I want to cut up and put on a bag or a table runner? So mine will not be a full, I'm not into skulls, but boy, do I love those flowers. So I will cut it up. A friend has already claimed a black cat. So there will be multiple projects. Again, never goes to waste. And that is a bundle with the panel. And it's the project bundle includes the panel. And that is on the website. Let's see, what else do we have? I love this one. And you'd think I would have remembered the name. But this is a Halloween fabric, but doesn't scream Halloween until you look closely. Yeah, it's got spiders and black cats and skulls and mushrooms and bats and a little stripe. So again, this is my bundle. I see, I see rice bags in lots of what I do. And I might not make something this year, but I would hate to lose. I would hate to not get this fabric. And, it might be next year's project, but it's definitely, it has gone home with me. I brought this in just to show it off today. But we have plenty of these. And again, like I said, it doesn't scream Halloween.
Christine is asking, where do we find panels on the website?
So all of the fabrics I'm showing today are under seasonal. They might be under, so the panels would be under the seasonal fabrics, the bundles, and then the yardage that goes with any of these bundles for what we have left. Some of the bundles, I mean, I know that the yardage for this, we still have yardage, but it's going fast. And the same with the cats. That has gone fast. We have some of the fabrics left, but not all of them.
And Max says it's a fresh take on the Halloween fabric.
Yes, yeah. Oh my goodness, this one with the pinks and stuff in it, I think that's just glorious.
It's almost romantic.
Yes. Well, this one reminds me a little bit of kind of like Seth Apter's fabrics or Leslie Tucker Jonason's industrial. So, I mean, it has more, obvious Potions and Ghosts are going to be Halloween fabrics, but so that's that. We have a few bundles of fabric, and these are called Halloween half-yard bundles. So these are from a few that were left over from last year. So they're fun, and this one's Spellbound. And again, a different take on Halloween. It's got owls, it's got black cats, it's got skulls, but some fun fabrics in that collection. And then last but not least is as part of the Tim Holtz palette collection, we have 5 fabrics that go with the whole palette, the year's worth of palette. This was the seasonal palette, and this one is just, his butterflies are so beautiful.
I had to buy some of that.
I was going to say. And all of his had these, his mixed media look with, foreign families, not foreign families.
Other people's families.
What does, Judy has a name for them. Orphan families.
That's what I call it.
Yes. So another fun collection. It's got his writing. I mean, it really has his taste to it. Again, other than this one, well, this is spider webs, but the rest of it can really, I mean, that doesn't look like spider webs if you, use it in small pieces. So another fun collection. And that is the seasonal Halloween collection of Tim Holtz palette. All right. So then we have Christmas. So let's see, let me get rid of Halloween. Not yet, it's not here yet, but. So we have lots of new Christmas fabrics that have come in. This one, I believe, is actually a wide back. And I have it done upside down, but that's okay. I can read what it says, but you can't. And then this is the seasonal collection of the palette. Oh, that one's really fun.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that's got some nice colors in it. This holiday party, nice plaid, nice. And we have some yardage of this. Again, not a lot. These are small bowls. They're one and done. So you can get the bundles or you can get the yardage. But again, that's under seasonal. And it's the it was on one of these.
Kate says Tim Holtz Halloween is so fun and vintage.
And Palette Christmas Fat Quarter Bundle is what this one is. I see some gift bags. These would really make nice. I believe the Monday's newsletter. I happened to preview it, and I saw we have some free pattern links in the Monday newsletter that comes out on Monday. On Did You See This? Sharon's added some free links for a couple different drawstring gift bags. So these would be, really fun to do those. I mean, who doesn't love dinosaurs and rockets? I mean, look at those Christmas trees. Look at them, they're just precious. Snow globes. And this one is Don't Clause a Scene by Dear Stella. Give me a break. That is too cute. Wouldn't that make a cute baby or kids quilt for the holidays? And I think, is this the same? And this is Polar Burr. Dressed up as a Christmas tree. Oh, I like their scarves and their hats. And here's the penguins again. That's really a cute colorway for Christmas. Again, this is like just a fun winter. These would make fun gift bags for the kids too. So those are Dear Stella.
Max asked, free pattern from where? He's asking where the free patterns are from.
I'm not sure where the free patterns are from. They will be in the Monday newsletter. The links are in there. I think one is from Free Spirit, and I'm not sure where the other. But the other thing when you're looking for free patterns, Bernina We All Sew blog has all kinds of free patterns. Some are specific to types of machines, but I made a canvas market bag, and it was a free pattern on the We All Sew blog. So it's a very, very good resource for free patterns. Free Spirit usually has, now these are Dear Stella, so these are not Free Spirit, but Free Spirit usually has, with most of their fabric lines, some free projects or suggestions that you can use for their for the fabrics. So they really do give you ideas on how to use the fabric. So not every fabric requires buying a pattern. And then you can always reuse patterns. If you really liked a pattern and you've used it before, just think about it in a different fabric, in a different colorway, which I am going to do with this line. And this is called Peaceful. And boy, is it. It's just so soft and beautiful. Let me pull this one out. I don't know if you can pick up with that, Cindy, but that's got a little bit of silver in it. So the boughs, the trees, the roof. To me, this is just going to make a perfect winter quilt. And so I've looked at patterns, and this is from the Stripology Quickies book, IGE Designs. I've used multiple patterns in there, and I've picked the Skylar quilt. And partly because it has a one check mark, which means it's easy, and it uses 10 half yards of fabric, and there happens to be 10 fabrics in the collection. So I will go home with 10 fabrics, 10 half yards, and make my quilt. And I've already decided that this flannel, this Radiance flannel in this beige, will make the perfect backing on it. A really fun, nice, soft winter's quilt. It's obviously the holidays, but it'll head into spring for you. So don't forget the flannel backings. We've used these on a couple of the recent quilts we've made, and they really are nice and soft. We quilted one without batting to make a nice lightweight throw. And then the second one we actually used batting in addition. It's a nice thin flannel. It washes nice. It's minimal shrinkage. I did pre-wash it before we used it as a backing. Is anybody else having hearing problems? Nobody else has said it? Okay. Leslie, turn your volume up.
And John says, you're so inspirational. I want it all.
And Don, you're so nice. You always comment on my posts. So for those who don't know, when I'm not here at Artistic Artifacts, I'm at Stitches and Quilts. So that's my business page so-called business page. It's so I'm not posting family pictures on there. I post my sewing and whatever on there. So it's usually projects I'm making here. So this will be a project. My machine is in the spa. It's waiting to be serviced in the back room. So I'm taking a break from sewing kits, and I'm doing some handwork.
And Max says the Skylar will be beautiful.
Yeah, thanks, Max. You're always so complimentary.
Gigi said, I can hear you fine, loving these fabrics.
Judy?
Gigi.
Oh, Gigi. Oh, okay. I thought I was going to say, oh, Judy has time to watch this morning. All right, so we did those. Let's go to these. These are another of my favorite designer. These are Mia Chero. And this is this year's panel. And again, there's lots of components that you can either make it a whole quilt, you can cut it apart, you can embellish with decoration, or just put some borders on. My apron that I have on today is last year's panel by Mia Chero, and it's the apron duet. And you cut some of the panel off, but but that's the front, and then you just pick a complementary fabric for the back and the strapping. And then we also have the Atkinson pattern, which would be really fun to use with any of these fabrics. So good gifts or for your own holiday entertaining. But Mia Chero, I just love it. So this is probably the third or the fourth year we've had her holidays selection. So this is yardage. It's not a panel, but you can cut them up. I actually, in one of her designs a couple years ago, I put some fusible on the back of these, cut them, and then fused them onto, they were my Christmas cards. So you could also cut a strip of them, use them on a bag, use them as a border. So that is part of the collection.
Judith is asking, tell us again where we can see your projects. I love your work.
Stitches and Quilts. And so this goes with it. Look at those deers. I could just do little stitches on them.
Little deer point.
And then, of course, there's the people who love owls.
Yeah, Becca loves owls.
Judy does too. And then we have hedgehogs, because of course we all love hedgehogs. Oh my God, yes. And if you're not into animals, there's some beautiful blenders. She always does a really nice selection of blenders. They're just it's a beautiful, always beautiful collections. But that's Mia Chero, Christmas Cabin. I mean, even there's another one where, look at those. It's kind of the Christmas rose type color.
And both of those look like you could use it for non-Christmas.
Yes, absolutely. And for me, I just see, there's an opportunity to do some stitching on there, embellish them. All right. We're going to move around. Oh, before I move around, because I don't really want to come back to this side, we do have other bundles. This one is the Dear Stella Holly Jolly Fat Quarters. And again, it's just a fun collection. Hot cocoa. Again, not your traditional colors. Look at that hot pink, green, a gingerbread house. We have a few of our designs from last year that we've put. This is Kittens with Mittens bundle. This is actually the fabric that's on the back of this. But there's the kittens with the mittens, and they're hiding in the Christmas tree. And another wintry looking one. This is Juicy Juice. And you get 6 fabrics, all different snowflake designs. We've made, as you would always know, we have some kits with for rice bags. So there's 3 half yards, which will give you 2 bags. You can make her other pattern is the wide strap crossbody bag. That uses the same yardage, but you can mix and match. But by giving you that much fabric, it gives you the opportunity to cut it up, piece it, the lining and the outside. So we have that one. This one is with Tim Holtz Holiday Fabrics. This is with a canvas. And then we have a few kits left over from last year. It's the Holly Quilt Kit. I think we have 3 left of this. It was really a fun pattern, and that was from that same Stripology Quickie book that I showed you before. And for people who aren't familiar with the Stripology, we've got a YouTube video on using the Stripology, or you can go to GE Designs, see how she uses it. To me, it was a game changer. It has slits in the ruler that you can put your rotary cutter in, and you get really straight. It's got squares. It's a great book to use. So Cindy, let's just walk around here. Can you get by without tripping on anything? So other panels we have. This is a Cordantini, and this is the 12 Days of Christmas. Very, very pretty. So it's got the words in the background. So again, you could use the whole like that, or cut them up and piece them. That's a panel. This one is actually cut, so it's cut as a panel. So you do get all 12 days, but they're smaller than this one. I like this one. I see rice bags. And then the complementary fabrics that go with it are really fun. I think this one's just gorgeous. I mean, that just has so much going for it. And these, and I actually thought when all of these were on the road together, I thought they were all the same. They went together, but they don't. This collection is actually Holiday by Martha Nagley. I mean, look at this vintage Santa Claus. Did your grandmother have those little metal ones for the Christmas tree?
Yes.
And then really some pretty, I mean, that's very, very traditional, beautiful fabrics. We have a little new designs of Scandi. And these are gorgeous. These are woven. Very, very soft woven. And last but not least are batiks. So there are really some pretty complementary batiks. They've got a tiny, tiny bit of gold embossed on the batik, but that would just make a beautiful gift. quilt. Oops. So I hope I've inspired you. It's never too early to start your projects. Some of them might be for this year's gifts or decor, and they might be IOUs for next year. But you would hate to miss out on some of these absolutely gorgeous fabrics, and they are going fast. These were just put out on the floor this week, and I'm sure with the shop hop. Oh, one more thing I wanted to show. This is not seasonal, but these are brand new. We actually have new cave kits. So we have 3 or 4 different patterns, and so each pattern, so the board and batten comes in like 3 different colorways. So no matter what colors you like of cave, we've got some new patterns for you, some new kits. This one's a strip quilt, so it's a really easy one to make. So I think that's all I have time for. So any questions? I'll put the links a little bit later. I have a few errands to run on my way home, but then I'll put the links in once I get home. I'll answer any questions. This will be up on YouTube early next week. And again, we'll be back next Saturday with a new episode of Saturday Morning Facebook Live at Artistic Artifacts. Thanks for joining us.